All right, so good afternoon and welcome to the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park. So much vibe and excitement here. Friday kickoff. It is Bechem United hosted Accra Hearts of Oak for the beginning or the first game of match week 4 of the only league that matters, the Ghana Premier League. And temperatures rising and falling intermittently, but then now stuck at 29 degrees Celsius. It should be favorable for association football. And the league season begins. Who will just be moving ahead in this particular one? My name is Josiah Okoko. I'll be your host for today, where at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park, it will be Bechem United hosting Accra Hearts of Oak. For Accra Hearts of Oak, they are coming at the back of a 1-0 win exactly a week ago at the Accra Sports Stadium at the expense of 11 wonders. But then for Bechem United, this is their slowest and poorest start to a league season in the last 10 years. How would a fortune span out for both sides? I wouldn't be doing this alone, but then I'm here with Michael Akomia. He'll be my colleague for the next 2 hours or so. We'll be going through all the games, and like I said, interesting game coming out. But let's just go down memory lane a bit. Match day 3 was ended last Sunday, where we saw some thrilling games. Accra Hearts of Oak, they won at the Accra Sports Stadium against 11 Wonders. And then also for Bechem United, they went far away to Pando and then left without a point. They lost by a goal to 0. Let me take your thoughts on match day 3.
Yes, I think Hearts of Oak will be very happy with how they've performed in recent games, definitely keeping good clean sheets. They've conceded only 3 goals in the last 13 games, including friendly games that they've actually played. For the Ghana Premier League, you can talk about 10. And I think they conceded 2 against Berekum Gold Stars and then 1 against Accra Lions, where they won by 3 goals to 1. And that is due to the fact that they've been able to keep the spine of this particular team. You look at the goalkeeper in Benjamin Asari, who is the best goalkeeper in the Ghana Premier League as it stands. Definitely the #1 for the Black Stars. They've been able to keep a player like Kelvin Osei in this particular setup, have added a quality like Ali Mohammed to this particular team. David Opoafrane, a superb centre-back that can actually play as a defensive midfielder. During his days at King Faisal, did so well, made sure that they were very compact and helped them to survive in the Ghana Premier League. Fantastic midfielder in Abdul Karim, who has also been consistent. Played here at Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park for Bechem United before moving to Nations FC, then joining Accra Hearts of Oak. So I think one key aspect of this Hearts of Oak team has been how they've been able to defend and keep important clean sheets at important times. And I think that is one thing that winners always do whenever they want to try and get their hands on a trophy.
But you're talking about Bechem United, they are winless. We are talking about their poorest start to a league season in the last 10 years. And I believe every single member of this team, and even the fans, will be worried about how they've started so far.
They hope to overturn this particular result, especially on match day 4. They have a very good record when it comes to match day 4. Last season, they won by 1 goal to 0 against Dreams FC. The last time Hearts of Oak won a match day 4 game was in 2022-2023 season, where they won by 2 goals to 1 against Berekum Gold Stars. Today, they'll be hoping that they continue this particular good form. 7 points out of possible 9 is a dreamland for Coach Didi Dramani. The last time he coached in the Ghana Premier League was a little bit bittersweet, where he won the league with Kumasi Asante Kotoko and got sacked the following season after accumulating 8 points out of possible 21 points. It was really frustrating, and a lot of people thought that it was his season and they should have allowed him to stay on. But he goes to Norgeland, where as a technical director, comes back to Hearts of Oak and gives them their second best start in the last 10 years when it comes to the Ghana Premier League. The last time they had 7 points was in 2015-2016 season, where they had 7 points. A Suman in that particular team, Patrick Razak, I remember Thomas Abe, a very good Hearts of Oak squad, with Leonard Terry as the anchor in that particular midfield, got some good results. But unfortunately, they finished third that season and they could not win the league. They actually believe that this could be a good omen. And a win here will put them to a certain level where they are going to be happy. For Bechem, it's really sad and frustrating. 1 point out of possible 9. As you said earlier on, this is their worst start to Ghana Premier League season in the last 10 seasons. And it's quite frustrating. And I think it's down to the fact that they've changed coaches over time. It was Coach Kasim Mengo who was consistent with them, won some key games with them, performing so top form most of the times in the Ghana Premier League. But now he is not with the team. Danso carried it on for quite some time. Danso left, and now it's Desmond Botwe who is at the hands trying to make sure that Bechem United get some good results and maintain what we've always known them for, to be doing in the Ghana Premier League since 2011-2012 when they came in.
All right, so a tale of two cities. Accra Hearts of Oak, they are currently flying 7 out of a possible 9. But then on the flip side, it's Bechem struggling after just 3 game weeks in the Ghana Premier League. They have just 1 point from a possible 9, and that makes it their worst start to a GPL season in the last 10 years. But then it's match day for you, building up to the very first game of match week 4 here at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park. The games continue tomorrow. All Blacks will be at home. They'll be facing Bebeadi Gold Stars. There's 11 Wonders as well, also taking on Young Apostles. Then on Sunday, all sight and attention will definitely be at the Barbara Sports Stadium, where Kumasi Asante Kotoko return to play for just the second time this season in the Ghana Premier League. Heart of Lions, also the only team so far with a perfect record in the GPL this season, will be visiting. There's Berekum Chelsea also taking on Basake Holy Stars. There's Samatex Diana. There's Midiama Nations. That should be a cracking game. There's Dreams Against Vision. And then also to the Hohoi Stadium, where it's always buzzing, where Hohoi United will be taking on Karela. Quickly on the games coming up.
I think my first pick is going to be Karela versus Hohoi United.
Should be a big one.
Yes, definitely. Hohoi is here to win a game in the Ghana Premier League. A fantastic performance against Accra Hearts of Oak in the opening game. Defensive solidarity at some point in time within the game. You look at Coach Tijani, who has been with Hearts of Oak before, joined them, makes them compact. But they were really frustrated when they lost their last game in match day 3. They'll be looking forward to overturn the results playing at home against a very good Karela side that I think they've been on a resurrection form in recent times. Coach Nuruddin is a fantastic manager by all standards.
Okay.
During his days at King Faisal, it was through him we saw players like Mawuli Wayo and David Opoa-Frane at some point in time. Latifu currently plays for Samatex. All played under him.
Interesting.
And after first round, King Faisal was second on the league log. But unfortunately, they could not finish top 4 at the end of the day.
All right,
so with the Karela job, he has done fantastic, led by Gyeabour at the back line. I think they have a very good team. I want to look at what they are going to do on match day 4.
All right, so interesting fixtures coming up in the Ghana Premier League 4 match day 4. We're still building up to that big game here at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park. But then at this time, it is this episode of GPL history. Sorry.
Just a normal, simple guy from Kumasi who was born in Tech, KN University campus, who grew the school a little and then turned their life into football. General Sekufo, he was a great leader. I learned a lot from him, so I would say General Emmanuel Sekufo. Sulama, the late Sulama. Very, very good group. I was also a good person, a great personality who loves what he does. I played with a lot of defenders. I would say Koulibaly, a Malian defender I played with at TP Mazembe. He was very, very good, very centre back. Can come and then score goals. And then at the back, yeah, he will be there fighting. Jordan Opoku is my brother, friend, and then someone when I'm playing with, I enjoy because when you give him the ball, he can do all the magic for you to relax and then follow the ball. He was a goal puncher, a goal scorer who knows where he is at any given time, and then at every chance that you will give him, he will try to make something out of it. If you give him 10, he can score 8 out of it. So Kwabena Bechem is my top goal scorer. I can't sing loud. I would say all the coaches that I played with, everybody made something out of me, and I also got something out of them. So all the coaches that I played under are my favorite coaches. Gyeabour Alexander, Berekum Chelsea player. He can follow you wherever you go, wherever. He will not play the ball, but he can follow you. When you get the ball, you come and take it and then give it to their players to play and then still chasing you. So I would say Gyeabour Alexander. You know, there's always been rice, soup, and then fish. Jama. Yeah, because it brings the spirit out and then it motivates everybody. And then when the spirit is high, when you go on the pitch, everything will go well for you. So I'll prefer Jama. Even now, in the team, I still join the players in singing and then in jamming all the time. First of all, I'll say Coach Bash, and then I have Coach Maxwell, and then Verlud, and then Patrice Cateron. Yeah, they are my idols.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? He screamed at the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. That's a dream with Puma drinks. Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me set the beat. Oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Berekum.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? He screamed at the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Friday kickoff, and it's the build-up to that big game at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park. And this is the game that ushers us into match week 4, a thrilling week we are all anticipating. And that's the dressing room, neatly arranged. The Hunters and their apparels are there, and they'll be hoping to at least upset and claim their very first win of the league season here, and they'll be donning their traditional home colors. But I'm still here with Michael Akomia, and he's my guest for today. Michael, what should we expect from this side today?
I think I'll be looking out for 2 key battles. Hearts of Oak's defense versus Bechem United's attack. Foster, Sakite, Augustine Okra, Aban. Then you look at Gyeabour up front. I think they have a very good front 4 that link up so well. But this is not your static front 4. This is a front 4 that usually rotate whenever they have possession. It's not like one person is playing as the main center forward. Definitely drift into different positions, pick up spaces, and make sure they hit the opponent.
Okay, most definitely. So that's Bechem United and how they can hurt Accra Hearts of Oak, the away side. But then I caught up with the head coach of Bechem United, Desmond Boche, and he's quite elated, but then he believes they have what it takes to win today.
Yes, we really lost, but we worked very hard. And we are going to work harder than what we did last week. So I assure them they are going to smile today.
Desmond Boche is the head coach of Bechem United, and he was speaking about the fact that, yeah, they are coming into this game at the back of a 1-0 defeat. But then at home, you need to please your fans. They just need to please their fans, and that's what they have to do today.
He needs to win this game to restore faith in him. You know, there's not so much faith in him after, you know, what happened at Kotoku Royals, from Olympics to Kotoku Royals, where they were relegated to Division 2. It's quite frustrating for him that the kind of jobs he has actually picked doesn't really start well, and it doesn't also end well. For Bechem, he thinks today might be the day.
So that's the lineup for Bechem United today, and it's Benjamin Esiedu-Kwesi man in the post for them. A back 4 of, they have Baba Moro, they have Augustine Afrani-Mensah playing at right back, Yahweh Champo, the centre back, and then Adam Sanut at left back. A double pivot of Frank Kamankwa and then also Emmanuel Sifa. And then a front 4, like we rightly mentioned, led by Dalvin Gyeabour. This should be a side that challenges Accra Hearts of Oak in 90 minutes.
Yes, Augustine Okra is back. The Ghana top scorer in 2013-2014 season. The Ghana Premier League best player in 2013-2014. Experience with Yanga, experience with Simba. Now back, he believes he can be the main man to get them the results.
Most definitely, he believes he can be the main man. Now, let's move to the side, or the away side, where Accra Hearts of Oak would also be playing away from home today over here. Let's listen to their head coach, Masoud Didi Dramani. He's expecting his boys to come into the game with the right energy.
All the matches have been very tough. We try as much as possible to prevail ourselves. We try as much as possible to acknowledge what the opponents have, and then to continue to have our identity and then our purpose. I think that we want to keep our authority in terms of how we can control the right spaces, how we can bring in the right energy, we bring in the effort, we keep the intensity, we try to perform, and then once we are able to perform, we are very positive that we should have the best outcome.
All right, so that's Masoud Didi Dramani, and this is how the Phobians will line up. Asari, he's getting a call-up to the Black Stars for the next games in the World Cup qualifiers. Mensah, Frane, Asibe, and Beifi make up the back 4. Now you have Owusu, Kareem, Abdul, there's Paco, and then also Martin Kakari in midfield. Then a front 2 of Issa and Amponsa. But I don't think we should stick to this one because this is a dynamic team, very, very elastic.
I think it's a big day for Prince Owusu, who starts for Accra Hearts of Oak. The first 3 games, he did not have the opportunity to start for them. A key player for Bebiani Gold Stars for the past seasons. He made sure that he helped them qualify for the Ghana Premier League. Played with them for about 2 seasons in the Ghana Premier League. Left the shores of Ghana and is now back and is starting a game for Hearts of Oak today. He needs to prove himself at the end of the day in the absence of Duku, where I think Prince Owusu is much more, let me say, connected to a lot of midfielders within this setup to make sure that he understands the movement and how to position himself in serious positions in and around the penalty box to get in the goals.
Interesting. But for Benjamin Asari, he's been a leader for this Hearts of Oak team. He's not just the captain, but a real leader on the pitch. And he's gained so much experience, especially with the national team as well. And with 3 straight clean sheets for Hearts of Oak, how important will a clean sheet be for them in this game?
I think it's important to understand that the spine of Hearts of Oak has done so well 3 players started for Hearts of Oak the last time they came here, and I think all of them are also here. Benjamin Asare and Kevin Osei. Let's see how it works for them.
Your prediction?
I think first half, goalless.
First half, goalless is what Michael Akomia is saying. It's been so entertaining and interesting having him over there. We're still building up to Friday kickoff here at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park in the heart of Bechem, where Bechem United will be hosted Accra Hearts of Oak. They're still in search for their first win of the season. My name is Giselle Kokwe. It's now time to head to a commercial break. We'll be back.
Just a normal, simple guy from Marseille who was born in Tech, K University campus, who grew there, schooled a little, and then turned their life into football. General Sepufo, he was a great leader. I learned a lot from him, so I would say General Emmanuel Sepufo. Sulama, the late Sulama. Very, very good. I was also a good person, a great personality who loves what he does. I played with a lot of defenders. I would say Koulibaly, a Malian defender I played with at TP Mazembe. He was very, very great centre back. He can come and then score goals. And then at the back, he will be there fighting. Jordan Opoku is my brother, friend, and then someone when I'm playing with, I enjoy, because when you give him the ball, he can do all the magic for you to relax and then follow the ball. Berekum. He was a goal puncher, a goal scorer who knows where he is at any given time, and then at every chance that you will give him, he will try to make something out of it. If you give him 10, he can score 8 out of it. So Berekum is my top goal scorer. I can't sing loud. I'll see all the coaches that I played with. Everybody made something out of me, and then I also got something out of them. So all the coaches that I played under are my favorite coaches. Gyeabour Alexander, Berekum Chelsea player. He can follow you wherever you go, wherever. He will not play the ball, but he can follow you. When you get the ball, you come and take it and then give it to their players to play, and then still chasing you. So I would say Gyeabour Alexander. You know, there's always been rice, soup, and then fish. Jama. Yeah, because it brings the spirit out and then it motivates everybody. And then when the spirit is high, when you go on the pitch, everything will go well for you. So I'll prefer Jama. Even now, in the team, I still join the players in singing and then jamming all the time.
starting lineup for both sides this afternoon. Bechem United, Benjamin Esiobukasi, that's the 13-shirted man. Augustine Okra, the number 10 jersey shirted man. He's the captain of the side for Bechem United this afternoon. Adams, Sabut, jersey number 3. Yahweh Champo, jersey number 5. David Gyeabour, jersey number 9. Emmanuel Abba, jersey number 11. Augustine Afrani Mensah,
Just are still, you know, in full swing, hoping.
jersey number 23. Foster Sakite, jersey number 27.
Adanana Fosu Gyeabour. Our referees for today, not Collins Amoah. He's assisted by Kofinya Kubakai alongside George and Winstarge. So this is the lineup for Bechem. Benjamin Kwesi in post.
Jersey number 22. Samuel Okai, jersey number 24.
Our champion in central defense, there's Aban Yeboah Sakise in a 3-man midfield with Augustine Okra and
Kofito Po, jersey number 51. And Aminu Mohammed, jersey number 17.
With Okra back, you know, the right. No easy rounds.
Two captains are up and ready for the toss of coin. Augustine Okra is captain for Bechem United this afternoon, and as the book skipped by the Black Stars #1 goalkeeper Benjamin Asare, who just got his 4th straight call-up into the Black Stars ahead of the FIFA World Cup qualifiers against Comoros and then the Central African Republic. So confirmation of the officiating officials, the centre man Reginald Collins Asante. Big game for Asante. That's the House of Oak lineup for this afternoon's game here in Bechem. Benjamin Asare in post, Bayfield right back, Mensah left back, Osesibe returns to partner Fani in central defense. That's Kakari Paku in midfield alongside Abdul Karim. And there's the first start for Prince Kwabno Owusu, the former Gold Stars captain, who is starting the game for House of Oak this afternoon. Leading the attack is Hamza Isa, but surprisingly, Rafael Aponsa finds himself in a very unusual position in Didi Dramani's setup this afternoon here in Bechem.
I just don't expect Aponsa, you know, to be start up front there with Hamza Isa. Definitely he'll be dropping a bit more deeper to help, you know, with those defensive duties, especially in midfield where he has, you know, the likes of Abdul Karim and then also George Parko helping him over there. But it is the defense for me because Hearts of Oak are without Mohamed Ali, their trusted centre back. Esibe didn't make it, you know, in the other game against 11 Wonders. He's back partnering Aponsa. Yes, there's a lot of experience in that centre pairing, but then they've not been tested, and you can talk about the chemistry between the two because they've not played together in that position in a long while.
Bechem United India, lemon green jerseys over black stockings, and the Phobians, white purple with the rainbow colors dominating this afternoon for Hearts of Oak. The last time they visited this venue, they ended up losing to Bechem United by 1-0. They are bent on turning that score around, but for Bechem United, they are aiming for their very first win of the season.
Yeah, and that even makes it more challenging for them, knowing that you've played 3 games so far this season and you're winless. Not typical of Bechem United. There's a team that always, you know, challenges the top teams in the league, you know, for a top 4 finish. And in the last couple of seasons, after, you know, the departure of Kasim Minglu-Kanse, we've not really seen Bechem United at their best.
There we go. Bechem United gets us going for this afternoon's game here in Bechem. Is the Ghana Premier League Matchday 4 opener. Bechem United up against Hearts of Oak. This is our coverage live on TV3 and is proudly powered by Adesa Productions Limited. Hearts of Oak up against Bechem United, one of the biggest fixtures of Matchday 4 in the season's Premier League. It's an early run. Aban sends across, and Bechem United early pressure on the Phobians. And the 1 minute, we have our first corner of the afternoon here at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem.
Yeah, they're trying to put some fear into, you know, the Hearts of Oak team. They are trying to press them. They are just trying to, you know, just test that defense early on in the game. Mind you, Hearts of Oak are coming to this game having not conceded a goal so far this season, and it will take quite a lot in 90 minutes to stop this Bechem United team, from trying to find the back of the net.
Okra swings in across, and Asari does well to fist it away. It's another corner.
Yeah, and that's what they are doing now. You can see trying to test the defense, going a bit more direct, throwing everything at them so far.
Okra get a second bite of the cherry. Another corner for Bechem United. With just a few seconds after 1 minute, and Bechem United are showing their intentions very clear. And Okran swings one to the far post. Again, Asari gets something on it, but the connection from Adam Sanud doesn't trouble the Black Stars #1.
And that was cool and calmly done by Benjamin Asari, and that's why he's #1 for the Black Stars, and not surprised he earned a call-up again for the 4th straight time for the World Cup qualifiers. You can see him just tipping that one a bit.
Ball goes in from Mensah, well defended by Moro Abdullahi, and Hazabuk have a throw-in coming from the last touch of Augustin Afrani. Mensah runs for Mensah, swings one in, and Hamza Issa's effort just flies over the bar for a goal kick.
Yeah, without the pressure, you take this from Hamza Issa. Not the best of balls from, the marksman for Accra Hazabuk, but then at least it was the first time they made an incursion to the 10th half, and it was just a good one. They will need to settle down first. They are yet to do that, Accra Hazabuk, and you can't even see the team trying to string the passes together because it's early days, and Bechem United were just trying to cut them off guard. At least get a first goal, make it difficult for them coming back into it.
That infringement committed by Hamza Issa on the Bechem United centre-back Yahoo Champon. Moro Abdullahi goes to Benjamin Esedu, who gets one away. Good play from Emmanuel Aban, brought down by Hazabuk's Rafael Amponsan. Free kick for Bechem United.
Yeah, and it's getting more frustrating for the Phobians now. You have Bechem United playing with first gear now, and you can see the speed, intensity with which they are playing with. Hazabuk should really be careful now.
Here is Abdul Karim. He's a local boy, former player of Bechem United. The fans at the stadium know him so well. He's got his own fan club coming into the stadium to support him. Here is Abdul Karim for the Phobians. He joined Nations FC upon the recommendation of Kasim Mengo last season, but he just moved to Hazabuk when Didi Dramani's score came, and it's a goal kick for Bechem United.
That was an easy ball. Should have been an easy one for Martin Kakari to have trapped that. I was just wondering what he was trying to do. Perhaps trying to apply a bit of skill, but he should have just gone with the simplest of things. Trap it with your right foot, just check out to your left, and you have many more options. But then, like we said, it's not been the best of starts for Accra Hazabuk. They've been managed to, defend that early scare from the Bechem United, and they'll be hoping that at least, they can also get into this game.
Clearance by Mensah. Moro Seda. Here is Sanut. So Baba Moro Abdullahi to Benjamin Esedu, who gets one away into Hazabuk territory. Here is Dalvin Gyeabour. Emmanuel Seifa. Baba Moro Abdullahi. The pass was meant for Adam Sanud, but it's obvious the weight on it was too much for the left back.
Yeah, a bit overhit there by his teammate, and that midfield pairing of Emmanuel Sifa and then also Amankwa Frank, formerly of Gold Stars, would really prove a lot. If Bechem United stands a chance of winning this game, they are both good passers of the ball. They also know how to press, when tackle without the ball.
Here is Prince Kwabne Owusu to Rafael Amponsa, who switches to the right side trying to find Befi. Befi is flourishing in that right back role since the arrival of Didi Dramani. He used to play in that role, a couple of times in the season's Premier League, but this time he's been brilliant, and there he goes down, he wins the foul for Hazabuk Yaman Befi.
Yeah, he's a good player. He's such a fine talent, and I believe his greatest strength has to do with his versatility. Playing at right back sometimes, at right wing, sometimes as a right midfielder. He adds that to his game. He's good, defensively as well, and whenever he looks for it, he's explosive. So much speed as well.
And Hearts have a free kick. Esibe swings one to the far side on the right. Was trying to aim at Raffle. Mensah has the works left back. Runs for Mensah, but couldn't find him. Foul for Bechem United.
The pressure hasn't died off yet from Bechem United, as they have the fans behind them, and they know a win here today would really skyrocket them as far as the standard is concerned.
Arbon loses possession. Here is Frank Amankwa, the former BBN Gold Stars player. Yahweh Champon has lost possession. Here is Mensah, good run from the left back, but there's a poor touch from George Parko, and it's gifted the Bechem United a throw, which is quickly taken. Here is Augustin Okra. Afrani. Here is Babat. Sanut Adams. Now Yahweh Champon for Bechem United. To Augustin Afrani Mensah. Here is Emmanuel Seifa. Bechem United playing with some confidence, but eventually unable to let that beautiful passing play bring anything positive.
With this energy, I wouldn't be surprised if they grab the first goal here in this game, Bechem United. They've come out best in every single department of this game. They've had shots, they've tested Benjamin Asari, they've made incursions into the Hazard defensive third. All that is letting them down so far has been scoring, and it's been their bane so far this season.
They did lose their last game against Heart of Lions, but Coach Desmond Boche maintains the same lineup without a single change. That tells you he saw something positive in that game. Long ball by Kakari. He's looking for Prince Kwabena Owusu, the former BBN Gold Stars captain. So, two former BBN Gold Stars players playing against each other. Prince Kwabena Owusu for Hazard and Frank Amankwa on the side for Bechem United.
Yeah, perhaps Mauli Wayo could also feature, makes it 3.
Exactly.
Yeah, and talking about maintaining the same lineup, I believe it just has to do with familiarity and building that synergy.
Mensah's delivery, flag goes up, offside. Bechem United have the advantage.
And for coaches like Desmond Boche, you'd always be compared to your predecessor, who did a fine job here, who made here a fortress. And, every team that made that journey all the way to the Bechem trembled, with fear, because they knew that the team was going to attack them. They knew they were going to, get tired. They were going to suffer and work for 90 minutes. And, that spirit is gone. It's not there anymore. And that's what Bechem United are trying to get back.
Here is Augustin Okra. Bechem United lose possession. Abdul Karim. Good play from Karim. Here's Hamza Isa. He's drawn into the midfield, trying to help him getting the ball into the Bechem area. He lost possession. Here is Aban. Osei Space under pressure from Dalvin Gyeabour, but he's able to get to Asari. Now Bayfi will calm matters down for the Phobians. Abdul Karim, very calm on the ball. Good pass from Bayfi. And Amponsa, that's what to pick out Prince Owusu. Mensah gets the good touch. Here is George Parko. Now Abdul Karim. Rafael Amponsa. That's some delightful football from Hazard.
And that was what they were waiting for, with all that pressure. We know Hazard to be a very calm team. They love to build, up from the back, string passes together, trying to find open spaces, and that's what they are doing now. And Bechem United should be careful. They need to be pressing higher. They need to retain the ball at a quicker pace, else they could be punished.
Abdul Karim goes for goal, and it's straight to Esedu. 10 minutes at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. Is United 0, Hatzabok 0.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, a bit feeble there.
Here's Prince Kabno Wusu. He goes down right before referee Collins Amoah. Free kick for Hearts of Oak.
And, you know, the away fans are quite, elated about that. At least they have someone who can showboat a bit, someone who is quite confident with the ball at his feet, someone to take on the players. Now, and that's what Prince, gives you in that Hearts of Oak setup. Very skillful, strong as well on the ball. Has an eye for a good pass. Gives them a couple of goals at least. 5 to 10 goals a season. That's what he's shown over the last couple of seasons in the Ghana Premier League.
Hearts of Oak have a free kick. We've done 11 minutes here at the Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. It's home side. Bechem United still hunting for their first 3 points of the season. Drawing against Hearts of Oak, who have picked up 7 points from a possible 9 in 3 games so far. Parku leaves it. It will be Ransford Mensah. He goes over it. It's Parku. Something that must be rehearsed from the training grounds. He cuts it back, but Arban will pick it up for Bechem United. The rehearsal didn't go well, maybe at the training grounds. So the Phobians still have possession. Mensah's delivery. Kakari was lurking, looking for support. And Kakari's delivery just missing the post by inches. It's a goal kick, and the boys on the bench know it could have been the first goal for the Phobians.
It could have been just, whiskers away from the Bechem United target. That was a good effort by Kakari. First time tried to, allow that to hit the turf first, then managed to get a clean swipe at it. Fortunately, just couldn't hit the target. Hearts of Oak gradually building their momentum. After surviving that early scare, they're building gradually, and they do it with that passing, intricate passing, going shot to the closest person.
Mensah, brilliant play from the left back. A bit of showboating, but it goes really well for him. Refi, Amponsa. Risky from Amponsa, but Esibe gets it away for Hearts of Oak. Dalvin Gyeabour is a poor effort coming in from the Bechem United midfielder, Emmanuel Seifa.
That's where Hearts of Oak needs to be very, very careful. We saw them give away a couple of balls, last Friday against 11 Wonders. And this time they could be punished because they're facing a team more stronger, sharper. Despite having managed just 1 goal in 3 games this season, they are still Bechem United. They still have, that tag around their neck as a team that will always be ruthless in front of their home fans. And I think Hearts of Oak should be careful. They want to build up from the back. They have the ball playing goalkeeper, ball playing centre back, but then it's always risky if you choose to go down that lane.
Here is Arban. So, Babamol Abdullah. Esedu gets the ball away. And Okra with a beautiful touch, but the flag is up. It's offside against Frank Foster Sakite. He was on his bike before the flag went up.
Yeah, I'm not surprised that the first offside in this game came, after the 14-minute mark, because Hearts of Oak are beginning, to build that confidence, and that is taking them upfield a bit, and that you can see, where the last line of defense is for the Phobians, and they need to be careful now, because now they are trying to play their own game, and that leaves spaces behind, which could be exploited by Bechem United.
Ransford Mensah to take the throw in for Hearts of Oak. Cross goes in, and Esedu was impeded by Hamza Issa. Good call from referee Collins Reginald Amoah.
Yeah, Bechem had possession, but he just had to do it, give them some respite, allow them to regroup, to try and go forward again. And that was a quality ball into the box at least. It rose too high above the heads of every single person there. It was just a goalkeeper who just grabbed that one.
Bechem United have lost against the champions, Gold Stars and Hearts of Lions, and they picked up the only point against Young Apostles at this venue. They want to really get back to winning ways, Bechem United, and get their season back on track. Alban goes in, he beats Esibe to it. Here is Alban, very skillful on the ball, but Amoah unable to control and has the book on the move now. Here is Martin Kakari to the Phobians. Hamza is making the run in between two centre backs. He decides to go to the top and find Prince Owusu. Here is Owusu. Swings in across, defended by Sanut. And Bechem will take up matters. Emmanuel Seifa to Alban. Adam Sanut. Augustin Okra. Amoah. Here's Afrani Mensah. Now Okra. It's a good through ball from Okra. Good play from the Bechem United. Now here is Alban. Alban swings in the ball, but it goes straight to Benjamin Asari. It won't trouble Asari.
Not at all. I doubt that could, trouble Benjamin Asari with his pedigree and his status as a Black Stars #1. That was too feeble, but that was a good build-up by Bechem United. Slowly, but then accurately work their way into the box of Hearts of Oak. And at least once you get into the box, you just then don't turn the ball over. You rather try to aim, at a target, and that was what you did over there. George Parker, we've not really seen him in the game so far. Today he's played a bit out of position, in that number 10 role where he's being given the freedom to roam and, aid the attack. Today that role has rather been assigned to Amponsa, and we've also got to see the best of Amponsa so far. Perhaps there could be some tweaks, depending on how it pans out.
Afrani's ball in. Headed down by Augustin Afrani. His namesake here is Prince Owusu for Hearts of Oak. Rafael Amponsa switches to the right side. Was trying to find Martin Kakari, but it's a throw into Bechem United.
And too many wayward passes from the midfielders of Accra, especially Amponsa. 20 minutes into the game, and you just need to be as sharp as you can be. It was crucial intervals, demand crucial, moments and actions. And I don't think giving away too many balls will help them today. This will be a very, very difficult game for them. Even the coach admitted, and that's where decision making always becomes key.
Bechem United, they were hoping for a free kick, but the flag was already up for offside against Augustin Okra. He's yet to live up to it. In the opening 80 minutes of the game, he's expected to be the live wire of this team, Okra. He has a stand named after him here at the Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. He's such an icon here, Okran.
Yeah, I use the word legend. He's a legend here, and he's been revered by everyone. We just don't see it often, to see a whole stadium have a stand named after a player who's still playing, not even after he's retired. It tells you, what he's achieved for this side, and a lot to be expected, from him in this particular game, especially in a game as huge as this.
Here is Baifi. He's lost possession to Dalvin Gyeabour. Here is Sanut. Now Augustin Okra. He's got what it takes to deliver from here. Heavy touch from Okra. He knows too well. He should be doing better from that one, Okra. Judge Parko lays one looking for Prince Owusu. He comes up against Yahweh Champon. Here is Prince Owusu. Yahweh's approaching him. Owusu sends the cross in. It's headed away by Moro Abdullahi. Here is Karim to Amponsa. It's a poor ball from Amponsa. He's giving away a lot of poor passes this afternoon, but here comes Martin Kakari. He goes for goal. No problems for Benjamin Isiedi.
Yeah, another strike that wouldn't bother a goalkeeper. The tail of the first half so far, and I think both teams should really be up in, that final delivery.
Here is Sakite for Bechem now Augustin Okra. He goes past Esibe with a right foot. That was on a weaker right foot. And Benjamin Asari is a lucky player. Lucky goalkeeper Okran didn't get it right. That should be a scoring range for Augustine Okran.
Exactly, and not long ago we saw Kakari hitting one, which landed safely in the hands of a Siedu Kwesi. And this time is Okra again, and we're speaking about pressure being on him as the captain and also, an icon and a legend. Adanana Fosu Gyeabour Park, and he should be doing better. And, we've seen quality football, not in the attacking end, and midfield we've seen some good plays. Series or sequence of action has really been top-notch, but I think the finishing, both sets of teams have had short of target, but then we've not seen anything that we could say, have troubled either goalkeeper, and that's where the problem has been.
It's the best delivery. Flicked on by Paku. Here is Prince Pablo Wusu, he sends it across. Moro gets it away, here comes Alban. But Befi is first to the ball. Amankwa Befi, good skill to go past Alban. Befi sends it across. Prince Owusu, this should be the opening goal, but no. Hamza Issa makes a mess of a big opportunity to put the Phobians ahead. It's goalless after 21 minutes. Hearts of Oak drawing 0-0 with Bechem United at an Fosu Gyeabour.
That should have been a different narrative. It shouldn't have been goalless if Hamza should have managed to just keep that one down. He does well with the first touch. He lands, he tries to hit that one on the volley. That would only sail wide, and Hearts of Oak showing promise now, showing a bit more quality. Hamza Issa to get at the back, from the side, but I just think that ball a bit lower would have been a goal.
Here is Esibe. Abdul Karim is brought down. Oh, chance for Dalvin Gyeabour, but the flag had already gone up for that infringement. It was a foul on the outside player, Abdul Karim.
Yeah, I'd say it was the right call by the referee, to have awarded a free kick to Accra Hearts. Just look at that stat showing. It was a bit more, rigorous, if I should say, robust, from the Bechem United midfielder. Trying to tackle that ball, trying to win it from Karim, but then, going in an unfair manner. We've also spoken about Hearts of Oak losing possession in such dangerous areas, and at that point, if that ball had been won cleanly, it would have been trouble for the Phobians.
Esiedu, he's been put under pressure, but Adam Sanut will step up and allow the ball to roll out for a throw into the Hunters. Prince also, he's been seeing a lot of the balls in the last couple of minutes, but this effort is very awful from Prince Owusu. Per his own standards, this is awful.
Quite awkward. He takes a look at the stats of his boots, and I'm wondering if there's anything wrong with the stats of his boots, because trying to shoot from that range, at least it should be a bit downwards from Prince Owusu. He's not really been in his groove playing from the left-hand side of attack in this particular game.
Hearts of Oak has got injury concerns. Owusu was trying to pick out Paco, but Yawe Champon came in with a very harsh challenge, and it resulted in a minor injury to Paco, but he should be fine. George Paco, the former Accra Lions midfielder, settled in so well since joining from the relegated Accra Lions, noted for producing very fine talents. With their module of operations, they just pick up those young talents from the lower divisions, groom them, and make them available to the transfer market. And Paku just found his way into Hearts of Oak setup after Lions got relegated last season.
And every time there's a player down, especially for Hearts of Oak, you take a look at Didi Dramani's face and he doesn't look like a happy man, because this season they really had some injury concerns. They was missing, you know, in their last game. Mohamed Ali's time or comeback is not really definite. No one knows when he's coming after sustaining that ankle injury in their last game against 11 Wonders. Now Paku also gets, you know, a heavy hit over there, but it looks like he's fine. And for Hearts of Oak, they have the title in sight, and more injuries would be a crucial, huge setback for them. And I think that's why Didi Dramani is not really happy whenever a player goes down.
Benjamin Asare kept 2 clean sheets so far in the Premier League. Here's Arban. Kakari goes down from the challenge of Arban, free kick, a decision that Coach Boche is unhappy about.
Yes, I mean, that's how you can detach emotions from it, because that was a clean, you know, free kick there, was a clean foul after, you know, Arban bumped into Martin Kakari. Martin Kakari did so well to put his body, you know, in between Arban and the ball. And the only way Arban could have gotten rid of that danger is to have just fouled him.
Rafael and Ponsant to take the free kick for Hearts of Oak. And Ponsant to take the free kick. He goes low. Here's Kakari, swings one in the box. Headed away by a Champon. Here's Abdul Karim. He's having a good day against his former team, Abdul Karim. Now Mensah to Amponsa, surging forward with confidence, but not a good pass from Rafael Amponsa. He was aiming at Prince Owusu. It's a goal kick.
And those two players not combining effectively at the left-hand side. At least it was a promising ball, starting with, you know, Abdul Karim finding Amponsa. He made that run into space, but you know, he wasn't on the same wavelength with Prince Owusu, who made that run a bit too late. Just that ball was a bit overhit by Rafael Amponsa.
Approaching half-hour mark of the game, and it's no goals here at the Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. Bechem as United aim for their first win of the season. Good play from Seifa. Now here is Arban looking for options. He was aiming at Okra, but it's clever play from Mensah. Asare, very confident, even under pressure. He does the same things he does every time without panicking.
He had to do that. He had to take one there, nearly running into trouble, but that's the mark of a confident goalkeeper, you know, and he just had to take a bold position.
Here is Owusu picking up the ball from Hamza's pass. He goes for goal, but plenty of green shirts. He ends up as a goal kick.
I'm thinking Prince Owusu, you know, should really be troubling Benjamin Asiri Kwesi. You know, he has the ability to create space, enough space to shoot from distance, but you know, his efforts this afternoon hasn't really been pleasing, you know, per his standards. And you know, yes, he's gradually warming himself up as a Phobian. I believe the fans will begin to love him if he should be hitting these bangers for them, you know, week in, week out.
Cooling break after some 30 minutes here at the Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. Is the Hunters, Bechem United 0, Hearts of Oak 0. It's been a game that has not seen too many clear-cut goal-scoring opportunities. Both teams are yet to create very decent scoring chances. And so it's fair to say it's been a balanced game, and it's open to any of the two teams to win.
Yeah, fairly balanced. That, you know, that 0-0 scoreline puts the game in a situation where the team that gets the first goal gets a huge advantage. And speaking about, you know, chances, we've not really seen too many good chances. At least maybe that one that failed, you know, on the part of Hamza Issa, who could only blast wide. But I just think both teams have had their attackers or their strikers being isolated. Gyeabour looks isolated. You know, he looks secluded from the game. So is Hamza Issa. And it's all about taking risk now. You know, would you want to commit more men forward? How do you get the ball to your attacker? You know, then it's up to him to do the finishing. But for now, it looks more like a 4-5-1 from both sides, especially from Hartlepool, where I told you Rafael Amponsa wouldn't be playing as your natural number 10. He would rather drop deeper, add numbers in midfield, because that's what Hartlepool will always look to do. Try to keep the sheets clean, and then also try to block all those passing lanes to prevent Bechem United from trying to penetrate.
It took Bechem United 55 minutes to score the first goal against the Phobians through Kofi Tompo last season at this venue, and we've hit 31. No goals so far.
Yeah, and that's where it gets frustrating. The only time they scored this season was on match day 1 against the defending champions of the Ghana Premier League, the Gyeabour Gold Stars. Since then, they've gone 180 straight minutes without scoring a goal, and those are worrying signs for any team that just wants to finish in a respectable position.
Esiedu coming under some kind of pressure after that untimely pass from a champion. Here is Sanut. Good play from the left back. He's replaced Francis Aqua really well. Aqua left to join Kotoko at the start of the season. He wasn't the only one. They lost the likes of Dari. They lost Seth Kojose as well. They've lost a couple of good players, Bechem United, in the last season. Esibe. Befi goes to the middle and finds Amponsa. He dummies and allows Afrani to pick it up. Hamza goes down from the challenge of Baba Moro Abdullahi. The fans are unhappy, but referee thinks is the right call.
Yeah, there was your contact made there, Baba, keeping close tabs on Hamza Issa, not allowing him any room at all, you know, to turn on that occasion, and he got too close, and I believe that's where the referee felt it was just illegal, you know, from Baba Musa. He's also been so good, you know, pairing with Champon in the heart of defense this afternoon for Bechem United. And for Desmond, he knows that even if he fails to score, he needs to keep a clean sheet at all costs. That would be, you know, a huge result, even if he is able to shut up shop this Accra Hearts attack.
Free kick for us. Paku has blasted it into the many legs of Bechem United. Esibe tries to make a move. Ball is cleared by Sanut. Good recovery from Befi. Prince Kabna Owusu for Hartsabok. Operating from the left-hand side, he finds Befi. Befi to Ampon Kakari. Now Abdul Karim. Rafael Amponsa. Ransford Mensah. It's a very patient build-up from the Phobians. They are not forcing matters to penetrate the Bechem area, and here they've ended up giving away possession, throwing Bechem United.
And that's why it's always effective and, you know, always a prudent decision to go shorter than longer, you know, whenever you're trying to find the next available teammate. And we saw them string a couple of short passes, 10 to 15, you know, in that build-up, and they decide to go longer. It's an awful one.
Here is Aban. Good ball to Sanut. Can he send a decent cross? Sanut swings in a cross, and Asari gets something on it. It's cleared away by Mensah, and Hansa will finally clear away the danger that was threatening from Bechem United.
That was a good cross in there by Sanut on the left-hand side of attack. That was a sumptuous delivery, just begging for a touch, but Benjamin Asari, you know, that height, you know, that reach, you know, always try to get his hands on it. At least just kept that danger, and after making that save, still continues to be in some agonizing pain there.
It's 35 minutes at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. The Hunters of Bechem United 0, Hearts of Oak 0. It's the Ghana Premier League 2025-2026. Hearts of Oak in a season where they think it might just be the time to reclaim the Ghana Premier League title under Masoud Didi Dramani. He's coming with a lot of promise, and the Phobian fans are beginning to fall in love with the style of play, the mentality, and the overall performance of the Phobians. 3 games, 7 points. Impressive from the new gaffer.
Yeah, more than impressive. Perhaps you'll be looking at Heart of Lions' position on the league long, and you'll be like, yeah, maybe they should be at par with them, but it's still impressive nonetheless. They are yet to concede as well, and I believe that's the biggest one for them. Keeping clean sheets, still holding the home side in this game, at bay, is just positive that they might, just want to get one here. At least in the last 4 or 5 seasons, they've had some good games here. You look back and you believe we could just tap into one of these games, and it should serve as a motivation to them. But Benjamin Asari's injury now, and you're wondering who is more worried? Is it Coach Otuado or Masoud Didi Dramani? Because you're looking at the fact that he would be joining the Black Stars in the next couple of days, and just hope he's fine.
Asare has a national assignment to fulfill. The Black Stars of Ghana are in 2 crucial World Cup qualifiers against the Comoros and the Central African Republic, and he remains Ghana's #1 goalkeeper. His fitness is a big deal for Ghana this afternoon.
Not for Hearts of Oak. Hearts of Oak are in action, and I doubt. Yeah, maybe Coach Otuado is watching out, from home or wherever he is, and he's like, no, this can't
happen to my goalkeeper.
Not at all, not this time. It's too crucial.
Frank Amankwa's delivery. Asari again comes out. He gets something on it. Here is Paco to Abdul Karim for Hearts of Oak. He wasted time, and there was a touch from Arban. He gets the throw in for Bechem Arban. He's very lively for them on the left-hand side of attack, Emmanuel Arban.
And he's playing for Bechem United, one of the top teams known for producing some of the best, wingers in the game. Talk about Avonyo, Clinton Dodu, Emmanuel Ano. These are top chaps who played from the wide areas, and he needs to carve a niche for himself in this team.
Sakete, Madame Ponsa gets the ball away, only as far as Yahweh Champon. A Champon to the middle, and the ball goes all the way back from Seifa to Esiedu. Okra is interested, but Afrani is first to the ball. Okra gets the advantage, throw in Bechem United. There's a push on Dalvin Yeboah by Opon Afrani, but Dalvin Yeboah doesn't get a foul. The assistant referee is asking for the throw-in to be retaken.
Yeah, I think Okra moved a couple of steps forward before, showing that one.
Okra with the cross, Aban with the header, but it goes wide and out for a goal kick. Promising play from Bechem United.
And for a moment, you have the fans here on your feet thinking that what was the goal that breaks the deadlock over here. Lovely lofted pass, and Emmanuel Ano tried to backpedal a bit.
George Paco. Sanut. Emmanuel Seifa is looking for Dalvin Yeboah. Osei Smith steps up for Azabok, and he clears the ball under pressure, throwing Bechem United. They've upped the tempo of their play in the last 2 minutes, and they are taking the game to Azabok, Bechem United.
Yeah, they are the home side. You don't have to relent. Just shows tenacity and courage, and that's what they are doing now. And it would be a great time for them to score the first goal of this game.
Throw-in taken quickly by Sanu. Here's Amankwa. Now Emmanuel Arban. He's up against Befi. Good tackle. Befi did well not to foul him. Arban swings in across. Afrani Mensah. Ball is cleared by Rafael Amponsa for Hearts of Oak. Bechem United, they've been the better side in the last 5 minutes and went to the final 5 minutes of first half action. Sanut looking for Darwin Gyeabour again. SCB steps up and clears the ball away. Another Bechem United throw in. Bechem have a corner. 5 more minutes before the break. Bechem United 0, Hartsoborg 0. It's the opening game of matchday 4 of the Ghana Premier League. Emmanuel Seifa to take the corner for Bechem. Seifa bends one to the far post, headed away by Kelvin Osei-Sebe. Is another throw-in to Bechem United. Augustin Okra will take up that responsibility. Referee Reginald Collins Amoah has got a word for Sanut and Fosu. They were heckling each other and the referee spotted it. It's a long throw from Okra, headed by Amponsa. Chance for Bechem United, and the effort just goes over the bar from Darwin Gyeabour. Goal kick Hartsoborg. Frank, that's the earlier effort. The ball gladly fell to the striker. He should be doing better from that range, Darwin Gyeabour. Hartsoborg have another player down. We're into the final 3 minutes of first half action. It's Bechem 0, Hearts 0. It's Rafael Amponsa, the Hartsoborg midfielder who has gone down, but he looks good and he's up on his feet for the Phobians. Ransford Mensah down the left, he sends in a cross. It's a chance for Hartsoborg. Nope, good defending from Yahweh Champon. It was a foul on a Champon by Prince Owusu. It's a good call from the referee. Free kick for Bechem United. 43 minutes, 2 more minutes before the end of the first 45 minutes. Confirmation of a yellow card to the former BBN Gold Stars midfielder Frank Amankwa. Sakite. He's lost possession to George Parko. It's a foul on Parko, and Amankwa should be careful. He's already on a yellow card. The next time he does that, he might just take an early shower. Frank Amankwa, that was a needless challenge, but guess what? He had to take it for the team. Parko was just sprinting away, and it's a deliberate foul. Free kick, Hartsoborg. Amankwa is claiming he went for the ball. Here is Gyeabour. Alban does well to get the ball, but Hartsoborg holds on to possession. Abdul Karim. Amponsa. 2 runs for Mensah. Mensah goes past his marker. He finds Amponsa. They give away possession as Bechem United trying to turn defense into attack, but Osei-Sebe wins the ball at the expense of Okra. We're doing 3 minutes of added time. 45 minutes almost up. 3 additional minutes. Here is Hartsoborg in possession. Beifi. Kakari. Back to Beifi. Beifi sends a cross to the far post. It's flicked away by Afrani Mensah. David Oponfrane. He's played in midfield and he's played in central defense for Azabok this season in the Premier League. He prefers to play in his favorite centre-back position. There's a lot of competition in that area. There's Baba Adamu from Golden Kick. There's Mohamed Ali from Vision FC. All of them competing for a slot in that central defensive role. Now George Paco, Abdul Karim, Rafael Amponsa is a good ball to Kakari, to Karim. Mensah, an opportunity to send in a cross. It's not a good one from Mensah. Here is Abdul Karim for Atsabok. Tees up Mensah. It's an awful delivery. Very bad one from the man whose biggest asset is his ability to get good deliveries into enemy territory. This time he got it so wrong, Mensah. Karim did well to locate him in an attempt to find his strikers. He ended up blowing it over the bar. Emmanuel Seifa. Here is Augustin Okra, the former Al Merik and Al Hilal player. Okra gives it away. Here is Abdul Karim for Hatzabok. Amponsa is trying to find Prince Owusu. Yahweh Champon. Good tackle from Yahweh Champon. He had to be at the right place at the right time. We're just about a minute to wrap up the first 45 minutes plus stoppage time. We're into the final seconds of the 3 additional minutes. Here is Prince Owusu for Bechem, and referee Collins Amoah whistles because the flag was up for offside. Any moment from now, referee Collins Amoah should be bringing the first half to an end, and there we go. That's the end of the first half here at the Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. Hatzabok and Bechem United have not produced any goals, but it's been a very entertaining game. Hatzabok took charge of the game in the initial stages. Bechem United came in during the mid stages in the game, and in the final 5 minutes, they looked like the side on top of proceedings here at the Fosu Gyeabour. Half-time, match day 4 of the Ghana Premier League from the Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. It's Bechem United 0, Hatzabok 0.
I want to watch them, man.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? He screamed the stadium. Was like for the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming,
Amoah drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Berekum.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? He screamed the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Just a normal, simple guy from Marseille who was born Tech, KN University. Just a normal, simple guy.
Half-time at the Fosu Gyeabour Park, and it's the Friday kickoff match day 4, first game here, and it's Bechem United goalless, Hearts of Oak also goalless. I have here with me Abdul Ghazali. He's the assistant coach for Accra Hearts of Oak. Coach Ghazali, a very good first half, compelling one, but what do you think you need to change heading into the next 45?
Well, with the first half, I think we have done well so far because our plans, our tactical plan was to come and find ourselves in the right spaces for the balls in behind the opponents, and then I think we have a problem with our final final line, which I think we are going to talk about it and then make sure that we get at least a goal or two, because we need to win this match, and we can only win when we look threatening in the opponent's defensive third. Unfortunately, we play well from our back line to the middle, but unfortunately, we are not finding ourselves in the right spaces at the final lines, and I think that is what we have to talk on. We just need to have somebody who will run in the half spaces for us to get the balls over there. Unfortunately, our two offensive midfielders are not doing it. Probably, I know in the second half we'll try to see how best we can get somebody to come in or somebody who can move into that space to get the right balls over there so that we can find ourselves with a goal.
Thank you very much, and wishing you all the best of luck for the second half. So that's the assistant coach for Accra Hearts of Oak, and he just says they need someone to be running into, those spaces. I have here the assistant for Bechem United, Bright Anthony Kunedu. Bright, a very good first half for you guys, but it looks like Hearts of Oak are just dominating midfield. What are the changes or the tweaks you need to do at halftime?
Yes, I think so. Hearts of Oak, starting from the league, from the first day of kickoff, they've had a good midfield. Same to us, but it's quite unfortunate we're having 1 or 2 injuries at our camp. And one of our guys is back. So we want to change the tactics and then see what happens in the second half.
Thank you very much for your time. So that is also Bright Kunedu, the assistant coach of Bechem United. It's been a compelling game, a very, very difficult one for both sides. The best chance of this game falling to Hamza Issa of Accra Hearts of Oak. He had a glorious chance to put the Phobians ahead, but unfortunately he just miskicked that one, which means that the game after 45 minutes still remained barren here at the Fosu Gyeabour Park. It's the first game of match day 4 of the 2025-26 Ghana Premier League season, and it's Bechem United hosting Accra Hearts of Oak. I'm still here at pitch side with Michael Akomia Jenfi. Michael, welcome back.
Yes, thank you, Josiah.
You enjoyed the first half?
Definitely, as expected. I said it's going to be goalless draw in the first half. I think the most important thing for Bechem United was to prevent Hearts of Oak from getting an early goal. The last 2 goals from Hearts of Oak in the first 3 matches of the Ghana Premier League have actually come in the first half. The 14th minute, and you look at maybe the 10th minute in and around that area. So meaning they start on a very good note, and they believe in themselves that they have a very compact defense. So 1-0 into the halftime, you stretch them, you press them, you create chances against them, but they believe they can weather any storm that comes up against them. And that is the reason why they have 7 points out of possible 9, and they've been able to keep 3 clean sheets out of 3 games.
But we are looking at Bechem United and how the number and the quality of chances they've created this afternoon. And it looks like since match day 1, they've scored just once. And they are not adding any bite up front. What do they need to change going forward?
I think when they have the ball, the way they set up, they don't commit enough men into House of Folks half. They start in possession with a 3-2 shape, where you see the likes of Aminu and Co. trying to combine and make sure that the back line, they are going to keep a clean sheet and make sure that the double pivot of Frank Amankwa and Emmanuel Sefa will work magic for them in terms of complementing the attacking quartet that they have up front. But that is not really working for them. I think Emmanuel Sefa should get on the ball more times. He's technically good. He's finding the right spaces to put the right passes. He's getting into the right positions to influence the game. I just realized he just completed senior high school. Wow. And he's playing against Accra House of Folk, dominating the midfield. And this is his first start for Bechem United this season. And you could understand that he's doing so well in the middle of the park, but it's just the cutting edge and the needed experience that will help him create chances for the quartet up front.
All right, but for Hearts of Oak, we saw the 4-4-2 setup, and right after the game started, Raifala Mpunsa had to drop deeper into midfield. Now we are seeing Kakari at right wing, and then also Prince Owusu at left wing. What do they need to do to feed Hamza Issa, because he looks a bit isolated?
I think Hearts of Oak will need to move the ball faster. They will need to combine a lot of more 1-2s in possession. I think that is really going to help them. They keep so much long in possession, trying to kick the ball around. I know they want to be patient. They want to be confident enough, and they believe they have nothing to lose today. So they need to be relaxed. This is an away game, 1 point and they'll be fine. But I think they'll need to move the ball faster, and I think they'll get a chance and get a goal.
And if you're Coach Desmond, what are you thinking of doing? What's the pep talk going to be?
I think I'll ask my boys to move in a 3-1-6 possession. Or maybe when they have the ball, move in a 3-1-6 positions where you have only 1 defensive midfielder, commit 6 men into attack. That means Frank Amankwa will need to sit just in front of the 3 centre-backs whenever they have the ball. Then Emmanuel Sefa can join into the attack due to his creativity and technical ability. I believe when he joins the attack, he's going to be the brightest spark to create the chances.
Friday kickoff at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park. It's 0-0 between Bechem United and then also Accra Hearts of Oak. We head to a commercial break. We'll be right back.
I want to watch them, man.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? His screamers the stadium. Was like for the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Changing so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma. Oh yeah.
Gyeabour drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Berekum.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch the match.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Don Bote? He screamed the stadium. Was like before the general lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Yes. Park here in Bechem United up against Hearts of Oak. First half failed to produce goals. We are back from recess, and these two teams will be aiming to get the final balls into the various areas where they can hurt each other. But in the last 5 minutes, it was Bechem United who showed their intentions of making this work for them at this venue.
Into second half, just knocking at the doors of Accra Hearts of Oak, hoping that they could at least break that long drought of not scoring in the Ghana Premier League. That dates back to match day 1 away at the Dance Park. But for Hearts of Oak, I spoke to the assistant coach Abdul Ghazali. He speaks about the fact that they are not attacking the half spaces enough. They need more runners, they need more ball jugglers, they need players to create 1v1 situations. Kakari, hasn't really been himself in this game. And you talk about Prince Pablo, he has also been isolated a bit, to the left-hand side, and he tries to check in onto the right foot, but then it doesn't really seem to work for him. So for Hearts of Oak, they've been solid in defense. It's been, they've been impeccable in defense. In midfield, it's been great as well, having the likes of Abdul Karim and then also Rafael Amponsa. But then what matters the most is putting the ball at the back of the net, and that's what they've failed to do. And they are hoping that perhaps this pep talk within the last 15 minutes will change something for them in this game.
Well, Hearts of Oak yet to lose in this season's Premier League, and Bechem United yet to win in this season's Premier League. Now emerging out of the tunnel, the home side, Bechem United. In the last 5 games against Hearts of Oak at this venue, Bechem United have won 2 times, Hearts of Oak have won 2 times, and one has ended in a draw. In the 2020-21 season, Hearts of Oak beat Bechem United 1-0 here. In the 2021-22 season, they drew 1-1 at this venue. In the 2022-23 season, Bechem beat Hearts of Oak 1-0. And 2 seasons ago, on the last day of the Premier League, Hearts of Oak needed maximum points to survive relegation, and they beat Bechem United by 3-2 at this venue. And last season, Kofi Tompo's 55th minute strike was enough to hand the Hunters maximum points. In the sit meeting between the two sides in the last 5 seasons, half-time, no goals to the two sides.
Yeah, the records, a bit more identical. You're looking at the fact that both teams on this grounds at the Fosu Gyeabour Park have won 2 apiece and one ending in a stalemate. It tells you that Hearts of Oak also have got some energy. It's not the most daunting or hostile ground for them in the last 5 years when they come here, because I remember, they've come here a couple of times. In that season, they won the league with someone way rather hell. They came here to win. They defied all the odds to do it, and they showed title ambitions in that season, and that's what you need to do. It's early days, in the season. 4th game out of 34, but then you still need to show some character. You need to show some ambition, and they'll be hoping that at least they could be on the winning side yet again here in Bechem.
So radio stations now, they say more commentary. And of the stations
waiting for the commencement of the second half. Masoud Didi Dramani aiming for the third straight win of the season. Next up for the Phobians is the real deal in the Ghana Premier League. They're up against their rivals, Asante Kotoko. That game comes up somewhere on the night. On the night week, because there were changes from the Ghana Football Association following the Black Stars game at the Accra Sports Stadium. So the original date of that fixture between the two has been rescheduled, I guess.
Exactly, yeah. And that means they'll be playing against Heart of Lions on match day 5.
They play against Heart of Lions on match day 5.
Big game for them.
Asari's delivery in at the start of the second half. Foster. Sakite unable to control it. Abdul Karim. Bayfi. Good play from Abdul Karim. And Ponson's pass went in too early, and Bechem United are in possession. Has of a player down, but they wouldn't mind. Here is Arban. Switches to Foster Sakite. Referee whistles because as a look of a player down, he needs to be attended to. It's a homeboy, Abdul Karim, the former Bechem United player, who's gone down. He was talking tough ahead of this game, excited. He was coming back home to play before his hometown folks. And here, after 46 minutes, the midfielder has gone down and he will need some treatment from the Azabuk medical team.
And you're hoping that would be, you know, minimal contact there, but there's been, you know, a signal there from the physio saying that there needs to be a substitution, and that could be a big blow, a huge one to Masoud Didi Dramani and his charges. You know, he's been their playmaker all afternoon. He's controlled the tempo of the game. You know, he's been calm on the ball, so difficult to dispossess, and you know, losing him to injury wouldn't be a good thing for Hearts of Oak. You know, despite the fact that it's just 4 weeks into the league season. Earlier on, we spoke about the fact that, you know, they've already had some injury concerns this season. Mohamed Ali is on the sidelines, he's not back. Isibe faced his, is back. Baba Demu, whom they signed from Golden Kick, also, you know, luckily for him, he sustained an injury during preseason and he managed to get back. So lots of injury concerns already, and, you know, having more players wouldn't help.
Hearts of Oak will be effecting their first substitution. They'll be bringing on Asma for Abdul Karim. It doesn't look likely he's going to return to the game. Baba. Now, Arban. It's a lovely drive. Brilliant save from Benjamin Asari, and that was a belter from Arban from a distance. It's a corner for Bechem United.
That was a vicious hit from Arban, very direct. Asari never expected that.
So confirmation of the substitution. Asma in for Abdul Karim. It's a like-for-like substitution, but it's an injury-forced substitution. I'm not sure Didi Dramani had planned to make this substitution. In the meantime, Bechem United have a corner, and Okra takes it to the near post, away by Paku. Here's Augustine Okra once again. This time he dinks it in. Chance for Baba, chance for Bechem United. And this is a big chance that should be going in. But they're unable to make it count. It was from the centre-back, Yahweh Champon.
That's the tempo you'd always want in a game like this. You know, we've seen this game lose its tempo, the pace and all that, but just the right way for both teams to start the second half after that drive from Arban from about 30 yards out, and all of a sudden the confidence of Bechem United looks to be elevating.
Four minutes into second half action. Bechem nil, Hearts nil. Aban, he's been the brightest spot for this Bechem United team this afternoon. Good play from Afrani, Mensah. We've upped the tempo of the game in the second half of Bechem United.
Yeah, the pressure continues creeping, especially from the stands, where the fans are hearing their numbers to what their team played for the second time this season. And that's sometimes what the pep talk is about. It's just the pressure weighing on your shoulders.
Osu Kwabna. Amankwa.
And Paco getting himself sent into the referee's books. Quite unusual. He's not a player you'd say would always launch into a tackle, but that was a bit late. Just catching Amankwa a bit late there.
Confirmation of a yellow card to George Paco. Gyeabour has been very quiet in the game. Sanut. Here's Aban. Clearance under pressure. That was from Kakari. Baba Moro Abdullahi. It's a good ball to Sanut. He goes down from the challenge of Amankwa Bepi, and it's a fair challenge, no foul in there. It's still Bechem United. Here is Aban. Chance, good defending from Esibe. Sanut. Now Aban. With a wayward delivery on his weaker left foot, aiming at Sakite. Good skill from Sakite. He wins the foul, and it's a needless challenge from Prince Kabna Owusu. Free kick, Bechem United.
Yeah, that was some sweet, lovely skill there by, Foster right there. That was a terrible ball across there, and you could see Foster racing down the line to get that one, and Prince just tried putting his body in between Foster, Sakite, and then also the ball. And halftime pep talks sometimes do well, because we're seeing a reinvigorated Bechem United side with so much energy, tempo raised, confidence a bit high now.
Okra to take the free kick for Bechem United. 53 minutes. The Hunters aiming for the first goal here. Okra to the far post. Asari again is up to it. Sanut! Straight to Benjamin Asari. They call him Mr. Clean Sheet Asari.
Yeah, and that's a sort of assurance, that level,
Bechem United are not relenting. Here's Emmanuel Seifa. Disappointing delivery from Seifa.
And some respect for the Phobians now. They can regroup and try, to work things out. But that was a delivery into the box. Pinpoint. Asai will get his hands onto it. Kakari fails to deal with that one, and Fosu Sanudu hits that one right before dropping it. Benjamin Asari always, has his awareness level very, very high. And we've seen Bechem United do this when the game started, but unfortunately, we're so tight at the back end. Already you could feel that the substitution done by Hartlepool is really telling Abdul Karim, and there looks to be space in midfield.
Great save, Asari, no problems for the Hartlepool goalie. Here is Amponsa. It's a good ball on the right side to pick out Kakari. He was quiet in the first half, but by his own standard, that was a very lousy pass from Kakari. It's Bechem United on the move, it's Augustin Okra, but Opafrani arrives first and finds Asari, who locates Mensah. Augustin Afrani Mensah to Esiedu. Bold enough to take that risk, Esiedu. Good play from Baba. Referee whistles for an infringement. Bechem United gets the advantage here. There's the left back, Mensah has gone down. You look at the other book, bench, and the only player who could possibly replace the injured Mensah could be Baba Adamu, and in that manner, they are going to tweak formation to play in a back three. Kofi Tompo comes in for Foster Sakite, and it was Kofi's goal that handed Bechem United maximum points last season when they beat us by 1-0 here at this venue. Is Kofi Tompo going to be second season lucky to score against the Phobians? Only time will tell.
Most definitely, and he comes in with that in mind, perhaps knowing that he scored against the side right here before these fans. He knows there's a possibility he could do that. Just needs to show some quality in the game. It's been difficult for both sets of attackers, but once you come in, fresh names, fresh energy, they'll be counting on you.
Here is Sanut. Good interception from Yalbefi, but the flag had already gone up. Was it offside or the final ball came off Sanut?
I think it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. Final ball coming off Sanut, who was trying to, just send one into the box, and that forced substitution for Hartlepool in the last 10 minutes has really not done them so much good. And you'd be thinking perhaps there could be more, because they've lost the balance now, and the midfield looks a bit, non-existent for now. Because you have Rafael Amponsa, and then also you have Paku in there, but Paku is not your natural central midfielder, so that becomes a problem because he can't play with that physicality. Looking at the physicality a bit from Bechem United's perspective, they've been very physical, and that's how come they've been able to dominate the midfield areas. But you'd be expecting that Asma would also add something, at least one more presence in midfield for them, because that three-man midfield for now, since Abdul Karim was substituted, hasn't really worked.
Miscommunication. Both sets of players not getting their communication right.
Yeah, for Asma, he just didn't want to take a touch before, finding his teammate in an advanced position. He was thinking, playing that would actually save them time and expedite the attack in action. And that's why he hit that one the first time of asking, but it turned out to be the wrong option he chose there.
Good movement from Bechem United's Emmanuel Seifa. Here's Aban, but Hartlepool will defend their lines well. Good tracking back from Asma. Here is Asma. Martin Kakari, expected to be that creative spark in this other work team, but we're yet to see him do that. Amponsa to Mensah. He's got Kwabna Owusu on his left. He hangs on and finds Owusu. Owusu sends a cross in, away by Sanu. Controlled well by Kofi Tompo. But if he takes possession legitimately, here is Mensah. Now Kofi Tompo breakaway for Bechem. Amponsa does what to win it. Tries to find Mensah, who gets to the far side, but he can't get to Kakari.
No, there was no way that ball would have got into Kakari, and Hearts of Oak now need to, just double up whatever they are doing up front. I don't see them committing too many men forward, but they just need to add a bit more. And to the surprise and dismay of the Hearts of Oak fans, that would rather be a foul to Bechem United.
Half an hour more to go. 60 minutes. Friday kickoff in the Ghana Premier League. Bechem United, Neil Hartsfield, George Paku, and Prince Owusu are going off for Baba Adamu, the former Golden Kick centre-back, and Frank Duku, who had a very good pre-season and was expected to lead the lines of the Phobians when the new season begins. But it's the main man, Hamza Issa, who is being relied upon by coach Asul Didi Dramani. But this is an opportunity for Duku to prove that it's good enough to be starting games for the Phobians.
Yes, Ali, and also not just for him, but then there will be a shift of formation there, because Afrani can really slot into the DM role. Adamu pairs Kelvin Osesibe, and Duku will also be pairing, Hamza Issa up front, and it's a new setup.
Tompo's delivery. A champion unable to sort his feet out. Cleared by Mensah. Only as far as Arban. Tompo. Duku can't make a first impression as Bechem United get the advantage again.
Yeah, they are under siege now, Hearts of Oak. They are not allowed to string their passes, and Bechem United making it so uncomfortable for them now.
Not a bad effort from a distance from a champion. It's a goal kick.
Yeah, another good hit by the centre-back, and that's what sometimes coaches want from their centre-backs, and that's how they get their goals. Adding those headed goals as well. Sometimes you might be lucky to just hit that one on target, but with the right energy, the right power, and then also the right technique on that occasion. It was a good drive from Yawi Champo, at least trying to test his luck from that distance.
Looks like a handball against Augustine Okra. It's a good call, fair decision. Augustine Okra handled the ball, trying to claim innocence. No questions about that, Okra.
Not at all. He just knew once the whistle was blown, he knew.
Afrani Mensah makes a mistake. Here is Ransford Mensah. Now Baba wants to make an early impression, but it's a wayward ball from Baba Adamu.
He shouldn't be hitting such balls. Oh, Baba Adamu just came on him.
Augustine Okra goes past Adamu, trying to set up Delphi Gyeabour Osesibe with a very timely clearance away for Hearts of Oak.
Yeah, it's just entertaining. CSB just do what he loves to do best. He's also been a reformed player under Didi Dramani. He's always the fans' favorite, but then he's been known for losing concentration at crucial moments.
Here is Amankwa Arban, Frank Amankwa. Amankwa played for Kimfaizo, moved to the BNA Gold Stars and was released at the end of the season when Gold Stars won the top flight. Here is Adamu. Good ball to find Amponsa. Amoah has given away possession. Kofi Tompo can find Gyeabour. Ball had already gone outside. Is a throw into Bechem United.
And with just some 26 minutes to go, it's even more difficult to tell where this game could end up. You're looking at how both teams are playing currently. They've defended gallantly, giving away very few chances, or not so many clear-cut chances to Bechem United. And for Bechem United, they've been the home side with fans right behind them. They've shown ambition at times, but it's just not been enough to get them on the board for the second time this season.
Yao Beifi. Here is Duku. Duku scored twice against Kotoko on the final day of last season's Premier League when he was playing for Vision FC. In the preseason with Hasselhoff, he showed glimpses of his quality, but he's yet to prove that in the season that has just begun and went to the 4th week now.
Yeah, if you just, watch how he plays, he's not...
Here is Augustin Okra. Delving Gyeabour can't control. He's been beaten to it. Hamza Issa. He's been lost in the second half, Hamza. Now Amoah. Beifi down the right side for the Phobians. Wants options in midfield. Here is Rafael Amoah. He does well to find Hamza Issa. Here is Hamza. Plays the 1-2 with Kakari. Good play from Hasselhoff. Hamza is straight to Esiedu.
Good build up. Lovely link-up play there. Hamza combining with Kakari to get Hasselhoff another shot on target in this game. And just look at how he does so well. And Kakari gets a bit closer, more central this time for me. The return ball, and it was good. No interception by Franny Mensah to at least distract Hamza a bit. Take off that comfort, or take away that comfort in hitting that ball cleanly towards the goalkeeper.
Good play from Kofi Tompo. Now Arban, faulty pass. Here is Mensah for Hasselhoff. Surges forward and gets to locate Hamza, but is taken away from him. Okra beaten to it by the strength of Adamu. Bechem United's attack have really no trouble there as the backline in the second half. Isibe, and even before his exit, Karim trying to show the back four did not get any pressure until he got injured and went off. So for Afrani, Isibe, and Adamu, they might just be on some holiday, but it will take against Okra a moment of brilliance to get them awake.
Yeah, and there's a side that are yet to concede.
Kakari, Asma, a decent effort from Asma. Goal kick.
That was a terrific hit. A terrific one from Asma on the volley. It's good technique. You applied so much finesse and just so wide. And you're talking about that Hasselhoff back line and the kind of cover they received when Abdul Karim was playing. And now he's not in the lineup, and they've switched to the 5-back system.
Chance for Bechem United. Is a corner. Aban is causing a lot of problems for the other defense. There's been a standout performer in this afternoon's game. Aban, brilliant player by all standards. Corner for Bechem United.
They are getting closer and closer. He jumps the shoulder there, checks onto his right foot, and for that interception, timely one by Amoah Franny.
Aban's corner. Hasselhoff have the taller players in there, in Afrani and Adamu. Augustin Afrani Mensah. Switches to Arban. Arban. Asma can't control, it's still Bechem in possession. Now Yawi Champon. Up against Asma. Shows great desire. A Champon goes down. Bechem has got the advantage. And Didi Draman is livid with the decision of the referee.
Yeah, you'd be thinking that a Champon caught, you know, they had to play out with his elbow there for a moment, but that was Asma. They're trying to challenge the Champon for it, and you know, it gets a bit feisty at this point. And just look at that, as he tries to turn, and that was the right call. And you'd be thinking, you know, even the Champon was like, he was wondering if that call had gone to him or not, because he knows that there was a bit of a tussling there to just win that ball.
We are approaching 70 minutes. Hartsobok and Bechem United drawing goalless here at the Nana Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. 70 minutes on the dot. No goals.
No goals, and that's the only thing now you could say this game has been missing since the game started. We've seen some fairly good moments from both sides. Moment of quality, you know, sometimes quality does drop, you know, at certain moments, but Hartsobok have been known this season for keeping clean sheets. Bechem United have been known for not winning games or even scoring goals, and you know, it looks like one is really going in favor of Hartsobok, but for Bechem United, they really need to dig deep.
Bechem United have a free kick. Augustin Okra delivers, and Asari collects it coolly.
How calmer can he be, Benjamin Asari? Yet, you know, you see most of these shots aiming or you know directed towards him, and you'd be thinking how he deals with it. But whenever he gets there, it looks like there's no power even behind that ball. And that's Safrani and Dalvin Gyeabour coming together on that occasion.
Bechem United surging forward. Here is Arban Esibe. Good stop from the centre back. Clever defending. Very difficult to beat on a 1v1 situation. Ose Esibe. Asma gives away possession. Here is Amankwa. Tompo. Here is Kofi. Lovely play from Kofi Tompo. He put one on the left for Arban. Here is Bechem United pushing for the opener on 71 minutes. Sanut's cross cleared away by Amponsa. Frank Amankwa heads the ball down to Baba Moro up the line. Again, it's Afrani who gets the ball away. It's Okra, stopped by Adamu. Now Martin Kakari, he wants to take the initiative. This is certainly a foul. And Frank Amankwa should be lucky. Another yellow card, and he's going to get an early shower. He's already on a yellow card, Frank Amankwa.
Needs to be careful, but that was brave, you know, play by Martin Kakari. And that's what you need sometimes if you want to break away from pressure. And he does so well. He knew there were players tailing him there. He decides to put his body behind that ball a bit. And he knew Frank Amankwa would just impede him. He knew so well. And injury concerns again this time around.
He's been very physical in his battles this afternoon, Frank Amankwa, the former BBN Gold Stars and Kim Faisal midfielder. He used to play for Techiman 11 Wonders under Ignacio Sosei Fosu, the current assistant coach of the Sudanese national team, when he was at the helm in Techiman a couple of seasons ago. He comes in with a lot of experience in the Ghanaian top flight, Frank Amankwa. No wonder he slotted in as a starter in this Bechem United team that lost some great midfielders in the last couple of seasons. They've lost Kwejose to Kotoko. They've lost Francis Chene to Gold Stars. They've also lost Abdul Karim, who is playing against them this afternoon. So they had to reinforce, and Amankwa is doing a perfect job in that midfield.
Yeah, and together with his midfield partner, Emmanuel Sifa, such a young lad, and you talk about experience on the other side, and sometimes you need that raw, boisterous young boy or lad in front of you. But that was that earlier chance there from, Asma hits that on the volley cleanly.
Baba Adamu's bowling. Mora Abdullah heads it down. Here's Frank Amankwa. Lovely touch. Dalvin Gyeabour. He goes down. Esibe will be penalized if the referee sees what I just saw. It was unnecessary and too physical. It's Rafa Lamponsan who has gone down. But Osei Esibe will be the luckier of the two if the referee decides not to flash any card.
And he flees the scene. He just knew the referee had other things to attend to, and that's why he's very, very fortunate that the referee isn't looking at that particular situation again.
Former Asante Kotoko midfielder Rocky Jamina expected to come in for the Phobians alongside the hero from last week's game against 11 Wonders in Okesubonten.
That's so much depth, so much quality as well for Hearts of Oak.
Esibe, referee whistles, Bechem have a player down. The fans had to scream of that decision to wave play on until the referee decided to revisit the situation.
Yeah, a couple of seconds ago, we were talking about the fact that he was lucky to have escaped, the referee's card. And all of a sudden, he's in the midst of, all these reckless and combative plays here. Kelvin Osei Esibe. And we've spoken about the fact that since the acquisition of Mohamed Ali, he's been calmer. And, they play alike, knowing that they are centre-back or defensive partners. But, in this game, perhaps that's what they need. It's been a very, very hectic game for them. It's been very, very challenging and tiring for them, and sometimes you just need to add that to your game to scare off attackers.
Confirmation of the substitutions. Hamza Issa and Martin Kakari will go off for Rocky Jamina and Enoch Esubontin. Esubontin scored the only goal for the Phobians last weekend when they beat 11 Wonders at the Accra Sports Stadium. He gets an opportunity to impress once again. He started in that game last week, but comes off the bench in this afternoon's game here in Bechem.
Yeah, and that tells you the quality they have, Accra Hearts of Oak. You don't go into one game, putting the man who got you the most important goal in your previous game, who also started in that game on the bench, and perhaps it was just due to the tactics Masoud Dili Dramani had wanted to deploy today, but he still adds quality to the setup. Barely some 15 minutes to play. You'd always want to count on him, and then also Rocky Jamina, who has played for Kumasi Asante Kotoko before. He's also played such high-profile games before, and he shouldn't be fazed by the crowd here.
Frank Amankwa was trying to pick out Aban. Referee whistles because Hearts of Oak's Ransford Mensah is down. He will need some medical attention.
It looks to be an off-the-ball incident between himself and then also Franny Mensah. Franny showing an elbow there, a bit extended. And these two players went up to win that aerial duel. It looks like Ransford Mensah might not be able to continue And again, another injury worry, injury concern for Masoud Dramani, who's checking up on Mensah to see if he's fine.
A champions head our way. Two players colliding and both coming up worse. I've seen Amoah and I've seen Baba. Moro Abdullah, the centre back of Bechem United, and good sportsmanship displayed by Afrani and a champion helping the other player up on his feet, Amoah.
Yeah, Zalian, that was also a good call by the referee. Amoah, moved a bit higher up. When just caught Baba on the face. Yeah, good sportsmanship, but then time is also running out for the home side. I think they just need to get, play going as quick as possible for them to try and get the winner in this game. Don't obviously see too many goals from these two sides whenever they meet.
Sanout can't get to Seifa. Arban trying to find Dalvin Gyeabour. Gyeabour has not been that man Bechem United wanted to rely on for the goals this afternoon. Good play from Tompo, brilliant play. He finds Afani Mensah, but he can't get in across. Ransford Mensah. 80 minutes in Bechem. Friday kickoff, Ghana Premier League, match day 4. Bechem United 0, Hearts about 0. It's Hearts on the offensive. Kofi Amoah beaten to it by Baba. Clever defending from the Bechem centre-back.
Yeah, good defended. His awareness and reading of the game at that point was just excellent. He had to sprint a bit faster, got into that space, won the ball and drew the foul to set Bechem United up on that attack.
Emmanuel Seifa, lovely skill, goes for goal. It's a good clearance from Osei Sebe. This is masterclass defending from Sebe. The manner in which he volleyed the ball away from that drive, brilliant play from Sebe.
Yeah, like a pitch, and then trying to connect to the pitch as a batter. But then that was lovely skill from Seifa.
Chance for Bechem United. Has the ball clear, the lines wall again. Yahweh Champon, 81 minutes. Bechem still aiming for the opening goal. Afani Mensah's delivery. Nobody's connecting for Bechem United. It falls to Sanout Adams. Sanout finds Kofi Tompo. Kofi can't go past Mensah. Rafael Amponsa. Fouled by Emmanuel Seifa. He wanted the foul and he got it.
Yeah, he wanted it. It was a smart play by Rafael Amponsa. He was just calling for it. He was waiting for it because he knew his opponent was going to commit. And, they've been under pressure in the last 5 minutes or so. And you just need some respite. You just need some breathing space. And that's how you get it. You need experienced players sometimes down the stretch to win such fouls for you. So you can just take a breather and hope to, launch an attack again. And that's what Rafael Amponsa gave to Artebo at that point.
We're 8 minutes away from 90. No goals in Bechem. Seifa on the move. Now Arban. Bechem threading the Phobians. It's the first effort. Taking a deflection for a corner. They're on heat, Bechem United.
Yeah, they are just turning the heat on now on Accra Hartlepool, and Hartlepool can feel it. Even the fans have gone from being loud to quiet in the space of minutes because Bechem United are asking the questions of the Hearts of Oak defense, and they need to stay on top to provide answers.
Bechem United with a corner. Augustine Okra. Again, it's Benjamin Asare up to the task. And now that's some brave goalkeeping from Benjamin Asare.
He gives them that sense of, calmness and assurance at the back whenever he's there. Earlier on, we saw that intervention by Kelvin Osesbe, but you think even if he had gone past him, definitely there's someone behind who would have just pulled a magical save, and that's what he brings to the side.
Safer, blocked by Mensah. Here is Ransford Mensah, he's lost it. Kofi Tompo, he's brought some energy and some flair in the Bechem United midfield since his introduction. He's been awesome. Lovely skill from Tompo.
He's changed everything for them since coming on.
Absolutely. Now Asma. Duku to Mensah. Puts one through, looking for the run of Esubonten. But Bechem United defends well.
Yeah, they do. And Hearts of Oak are not running. It looks like they enjoy defending rather than throwing more men forward, to get themselves a win here.
Sanut. Tompo. Trying to be a bit stylish with that pass. 85 minutes. Here in Bechem. It's Bechem United 0. Hearts of Oak 0. Match day 4 of the Ghana Premier League. We're into the final 5 minutes of this big clash here in the Ahafo region of Ghana. The Hunters are still hunting for their first 3 points of the season. It's not looking good for them. They have 4 more minutes to pick up their first win of the season, Bechem United. And Bechem United are preparing for a triple substitution. They are bringing on 3 players in the last 4 minutes of the game. That tells you how desperate they are to pick up maximum points in this game. Here is Amponsan. He's lost it to Afrani Mensah. Good play from the right back. Surging forward in confidence. And Bechem have a free kick. Gyeabour trying to find Okra. Good play from Augustine Okra, twisting and turning and looking for space. And now he dinks one in. Chance for Bechem, but has the ball cleared away by Rocky Jamina. Now Sanut to Arban. Good movement from Arban. Stopped by Osei Sibe. Now Rocky Jamina will take over for Hearts of Oak. Baba Moro Abdullahi. Foul for Bechem United. It took Reginald Collins Amoah a few seconds before whistling for that decision. Something that a champion is not happy about. Our next coverage of the Ghana Premier League will be in Swedro tomorrow when All Blacks play against the defending champions, the Bieni Gold Stars. Then on Sunday, we'll bring to you Super Sunday as Kotoko come up against Heart of Lions. All games live on this channel. Here is a champion. Now Dalvin Gyeabour to Seifa. Good play Seifa is a former player of Rainmasters Football Club, joined at the start of the season. So 3 substitutions to be effected by Coach Bochwe. That's the earlier incident that took Rafael and Ponsa down.
Emmanuel Abba, out.
Samuel Okine is going in for Emmanuel Aban. He had a brilliant game, Aban. Dalvin Gyeabour is also going off for Raymond Ajiman. And then finally, Adam Sanut comes in for Emmanuel Ampia. There will be no playing time for Aminu Mohammed, the former Manchester City West kid. He wants to relaunch his career with the Ghana Premier League on the ticket of Bechem United. But unfortunately, he doesn't get any playing time against House of Oak, Aminu Mohammed. He's on the bench for Bechem United. We're doing 3 minutes of additional time. 90 minutes up already here in Bechem. Here is Baba Abdullahi. He clears the ball out of danger. Amponsan, good turn from Amponsan. Now Estebonten wants to go for goal, and Rocky Jomina tries the spectacular. It doesn't work. So that's the confirmation of the other time. Initially, the board showed 3, and now it's gone up to 5. So Emmanuel Seifa has emerged as the most valuable player, but I'm thinking Aban has had a much better game than Seifa. Here is a champion. Bechem United racing against time to get the open goal that could ultimately be the winning goal to hand them their first 3 points of the season. But Hazabok have got more men behind the ball. They want to defend. It's very clear that Hazabok will be satisfied with a draw from Bechem. Here is Kofi Tompo, Augustin Okra, Frank Amankwa, Aban, Seifa. Aban is already off. Now Tompo. It's a lovely ball from Tompo, but again it's Kelvin Osei-Sibe who gets the ball away for the Phobians. He's a tough customer in defense. Kelvin Osei-Sibe, if he's in his elements, he's top class. Augustin Okra wanted to squeeze one through for Raymond Ajiman. Bechem United's Baba Moro Abdullahi has gone down, but he knows too well that time is not on his side, and so Baba quickly gets up to get things going for Bechem United. We're into the final 2.5 minutes of stoppage time, and has the ball in possession. Kwesi Asma wants to hang on and buy some time. It's still Asma. Afrani Mensah for Bechem United. So Raymond Ajiman. Now Yahweh Champon. Samuel Okine. Samuel Okine, one of those new players brought in from Ebusian Dwarfs at the start of the season. Here's Amankwa. Okine just can penetrate the Hazabok back line. Okine. Good movement from Samuel Okine, but he can't get to Ajiman. Frank Amankwa in possession. Kofi Tompo now safer. Looking for the movement of Afrani Mensah, but is well defended by Ransford Mensah. As referees whistle go for a House of Oak breather, the Phobians can figure out how to end the game now by not conceding. So clearly, Mensah was pulling his namesake Ransford Mensah back. Rocky Jumna with an audacious effort trying to catch the goalkeeper by surprise, but it's gone out for a goal kick. That's the final whistle. Bechem United have failed to win for the second game at home and the fourth consecutive game in the season. 2 draws, 2 defeats, and for the Phobians, it's an away point, and they go 8 points from 4 games in the Premier League. It's been a very competitive fixture between these two, and to be fair, Bechem United were the better side in the second half. But the Phobians were resolute. They stood tall at the back and ensured that they didn't concede. It's over here. Match day 4 at the Fosu Gyeabour Park in Bechem. It's a home side. Bechem United 0. The visiting Hearts of Oak 0.
All right, so 90 minutes done and dusted here at the Fosu Gyeabour Park, and nothing could separate both sides after the 90 minutes. The home side drawing against the away side, Accra Hearts of Oak here, match day 4, and it's the Friday kickoff. And I've been joined here by the coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, Masoud Didi Dramani. Coach, hard-fought game, but you think a draw is a fair result for your side heading back to Accra?
I think so. I think that there were two halves of challenges. They started so well, and then we took over. The first half, we controlled, greater part of the first half. We opened up the spaces, we controlled the tempo, and then we had the best spaces to exploit. But yes, we still needed a clinical move in terms of opening and creating the chances, and then making the goals. But I think that it's still good to still keep a very tight mode in terms of our clean sheet records. 4 straight clean sheet this season. You are yet to concede. You think that is what boosts the confidence of this team going into every single game? I think I've said it time and again, and I'll continue to say that there will be difficult games. The pitch is very good terrain. There are games, especially playing against teams that don't have points. They are playing at home. They are a very formidable side at home. They rarely lose games here, and so you want to break them. And you can understand that you need something more extra. You need a strong mentality that I earlier on spoke about. You need to keep up the intensity of your play, and you need to keep that energy and the effort that you need to perform. You've lost another player, key player, Abdul Karim. Are you scared now? Are you worried about the injury concerns, gradually creeping into the team? I think it is a normal situation when it comes to football. You need to make room for 2% injury rate of your squad. You need to make sure that you carry the entire 35 players that you have, including the younger ones, so that we can always try as much as possible to manage and then be able to keep the players with deloading moments, especially those who need deloading. You saw that we brought Kalkari very late because he has something in the hamstring, and we needed to salvage that to bring in Prince Kobno Usu for him to have 60 minutes, and then we can manage the last 15 minutes. Thank you very much, and a safe journey back to Accra. So that's the head coach of Accra Hearts of Oak, Masoud Didi Dramani. He said that, despite dropping 2 points, 1 point far away from home is just a good result for them. But then more injury concerns, creeping into the team after Abdul Karim was forced off after picking up an injury right at the beginning of the second half. I've been joined here by Desmond Butcher. He's the head coach of Bechem United. Coach, 90 minutes, hard fought, but then you still couldn't get your first win of the season.
Honestly, I'm a little bit disappointed in the game because of the lack of, creativity at our last third. Honestly, we did a lot, and I'm expecting the boys to do more than they did today. They didn't sacrifice a little bit for the team at all. I'm surprised, and it gets me confused.
But how bigger does it? How challenging and difficult is it? Because knowing that you've only scored 1 goal this season, and it came on match day 1. You've gone 270 minutes plus without scoring a goal.
Honestly, it's getting too much on my head because we've done goal scoring, we've done finishing a lot. And I don't know why all these things is coming. It's happening to us. Honestly, all that I can say is, as a tactical man, I have to go back to the drawing board and see what is going on. You saw in the first half, we couldn't even hold the ball and play more. But when we came in the second half, because I told them what to do, and we started holding the ball. Now, it's get to where we have to get to the finishing third, and that is where we are lacking the knowledge to do the creativity and get to the net.
Pressure coming up, fans expectant. Do you think there's pressure on you now?
Oh, of course, there's pressure because the fans are expecting more than what they are seeing. Honestly, I can see people calling on my head to go, but I don't care. This is our trademark. Going and all those and sack them. That's not part of my problem. The problem is how to get into the back of the net, and that's the problem we have now.
Thank you very much, Desmond Issa Butcher, the head coach for Bechem United. He says that he knows there's pressure coming because the fans keep calling for his head, because Bechem United are winless in their first 4 games this season. They are worst start to a league season in the last 10 years. I'm now here with the man of the match, the young boy, Sefa Emmanuel. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
And how did you see the game? How do you think you are satisfied with your impact today?
Oh, I should speak to you.
Okay, yeah.
The game in the Nyagro, well, Nicha, top side of the Ghana Premier League in the normal Bobono. And Nyagro, and ever started game, not pressure with so that.
But only Frank Amankwa and a ball pivot. No, you're a young guy, just 19. What's your experience? I know the guy they wanna. Do you think it was just good enough for you today? I will game boy.
Yeah, a good man because I'm motivating me. Say the woman when I'm in Mammy Swabia, I'm also here to send the party send me out. Money behind a door, money in a dagon. No say coach me boy, but then I say pass so I want my team about somebody.
Oh, boy game now team to me winning a how.
But I have a because who be the man of the match now and Fosu be my so much. No, they are 1 point by and you're not near Shisha.
Let us see. Congratulations, Bium, on man of the match. So that's the midfielder for Bechem United. It's still the GPL coverage, continuous coverage, brought to you by the Sub Productions. And my name is Josiah. We are headed for a commercial break. When we are back, I'll be talking to my pundits right here.
I want to watch them out.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? His screamers the stadium. Was like for the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.
Changing, so should you. If you're dreaming, don't be afraid. I'm in the valleys. Keep your head up high. Got to dream with Puma drinks. Puma. Yeah, believe it, you can achieve. Puma. Oh yeah, clap your hands for the whole new vibe. Make me set the oh yeah, come alive. Let me hear you.
Puma drinks, a whole new vibe. Another quality product from Berekum.
This advert is FDA approved.
I want to watch them out.
Even watches Ghana football these days.
Do you know Charles Taylor?
The president.
Charles the Terror Taylor. He terrorized defenses with his dribbles. Who know Dombote? His screamers the stadium. Was like for the general, lifting up trophies. Stephen Odro was orchestrating the game. The legends of yesterday, they have paved way for the heroes of today. Do you know the Ghana Premier League?
No, Dad.
It's our game, it's our pride. And you watch it now live every weekend from now on.
Catch the Ghana Premier League live this and every weekend.